Welcome everybody. We've got some very interesting topics for you today, so I've just been running around trying to get it sorted. The news tonight, I mean, you probably see on the headlines what we've got, and we've got some more though, but I can't fit everything in. She only had 100 words, can you believe? I know, it's shocking, isn't it? What's on the back of this paper? Oh, we've got a song. Sorry. Back of song sheet, sorry. As you do. So yes, oh, can you bring up a calendar, love, as well? So today is our last news show of the year. Can you believe that? Tracy's on. No, it doesn't say you're on, but you're on. So hello, Tracy. But hello, I don't know what. Oh, hang on, I might do now. Hello, yes, it was our last news show of the year. I mean, can you believe that's a big thing, isn't it? I've actually worked out how many news shows we've done this year. Oh, we've got Alan's on. It doesn't say that Alan's on. Hello, Alan. Sorry, it doesn't say you're on. Good thing you're saying hello. And hello, everybody. Feel free to comment as much as you like. Do whatever you want. Are you coming, Mama? And can you bring a calendar so I'm talk?
I'm all ready. I'm prepared.
Okay, good. So as I was saying, it's last news show of the year. We've got very interesting topics, as you can see what I've written out already. A bit about Jeremy Clarkson, a bit about a woman that's been a bit naughty, and also some other ones as well, which I couldn't fit on because it only allows you to have 100 words, so I couldn't fit it all on there, sadly. And I've also, so I'm going to tell you how many news shows we've done this. I forgot to get you. Sorry. I forgot to get you one. I'm going to tell you exactly how many news shows you've joined into this year. I'm going to tell you, and it's quite. We've done. I mean, I feel like it would have been more, but then again, I suppose you got one a week, so I suppose, you know, it would make sense. So I've tried to work it out. What I've done is I've gone through my diary. My diary's a bit knackered because of, well, it's tied by a string and, you know, paper.
She does stuff.
Yeah, because I do things, you see. If you have a clean diary, then sorry. Doesn't mean you're doing a lot. But I mean, it might be fine though. I mean, if you like, you know, if you want to just have a simple, then that's fine. You know, do you do what you want? It's your life, not mine. Yeah, just like I don't want you. Yeah, just like I don't want to change my life. You do what you want, yours. I've gone through my diary trying to work out what days I did what news on. Some of them I haven't got written down, so then I had to go back on my live streams, and even then I can't find them. So I might need your help on this one. Now I know one of them I definitely didn't do, which was on. I know one news show I definitely didn't do because I was on a residential, which was on the 13th of April. I definitely didn't do that on the 14th, and then I went on a residential later on through the year, and I thought, stuff it, I can manage to do it a live news show after my residential, even though, yeah, managed that. And then I've got a few ones that I just have not accounted for. They're just not in my diary. Like, for example, when I did Barden Hill Climb, I have not got it in my diary. Oh. No, but I did do a show the day after, so I don't know, it's just not in my diary. So did I do a news show on Saturday, the 13th of July, on the 14th of July, and then I've got another one which I haven't accounted for as well. But apart from those ones which I haven't accounted for, we have done, ready? We've done 23 Saturday news shows. And we've done 26 Sunday news shows.
Oh.
One I didn't do, and two I don't have to account for, which because I don't know what we did. So that's how many we've done. Do you think that's a...
I think it deserves a round of applause. Yeah. Well done, everybody that's joined in.
Yes, well done for everybody that's joined. It's this last one of the year, and so that's what we did.
Neville says hi. It's the news. You totally forgotten. Neville.
How did you?
Shame on me, he says. He knows he's gone wrong.
The only thing is, I'm just going to do a bit of balance here. The only thing is that week in between Christmas and New Year where nobody knows what day it is, do you?
And also sometimes on a Sunday.
Yes.
So Neville will let you off this once, but that's it.
Because I mean, it's that comedian, isn't there? I did that famous bit where it's like, you know, is it day? Is today? Do you put the bins out? What day is it? Do you do this? Nobody knows what day it is. Isn't that between that little gap?
Aaron says, so the news is on Saturday today. It certainly is, Aaron. That's why we're here. Adrian says, hi, Matilda and Jane.
Hello, Adrian.
Spooky Joker says hello.
Hello.
And afternoon and good day. Good day.
Good day.
Good morning.
Everyone but good night.
And Tracy says hi all.
Good evening. Good. Hi all. Hello, Tracy. Right. And I've got a video. This is for the members. There's a video coming out tonight. Will be, won't it?
Hopefully. It's a big one.
Where we did a big one. We went and tried to do a bit of otter hunting, because you might have just seen my most recent video we did. We went out for a Boxing Day walk, even though we did one day later. And we came across an otter, which was quite a shocking thing to find an otter inside the wild. Which
we didn't manage to film it in time.
No, sadly.
For everybody else, but we got to see it.
We got to see it. We fully enjoyed it. And I've walked that walk so many times. I managed to see. So we decided to go out to find an otter. otter. We did a bit of otter hunting, and I'm not going to say if we do or do not find one because I don't want to ruin it for the members. But I just quickly show you my.
We googled which was the most place locally to find an otter, and this place came up.
Well, this little guy was here. This is little otter.
Oh, bless it.
I'm going to show you my Jellycat collection. And so this is one of my otters in my most recent edition. Well, both. I've got two actually really recent editions. This one was because a friend got me for Christmas. And then I've also got this one, which I was very proud to get. So thank you for that. And this little bear, and his outfit actually comes off, so you can either have the bear or the bear with the hat. And then this one was one I bought myself, which I bought when we were filming with David Harper. I bought this one, which is a little horse pony. Well, so you could look like a donkey, but it's a pony. It says on the tag. So.
Adrian says he can't stay until then because he's going to another gig.
Adrian!
Oh well, at least you're on for some of it. Stay on as long as you can.
But thank you. Yes, and these are
and he loves the Boxing Day walk.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I'm glad. So yes, I'm not going to say if we did see an otter or if we did not see an otter because of it would just ruin it if I did. But there's an otter.
So you've all seen one.
You've all seen one for now. So let's get cracked into the news, shall we? What news story shall we do first?
I'm going to ask what's the fastest animal and then use that one.
Oh yeah. So before I get into the news, I want to ask you a question. Without googling. What is the fastest animal in the world? What is it? What is it? Like, comment below. What's the fastest animal inside the world?
We're going to be talking about it, but you're not allowed to Google it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to Google it. Guess what is the fastest animal inside the world? And I'll
50 Thunder says that's a fantastic otter. I didn't think I'd be saying those words today. Neville says glad they have company for each other. Tracy says you're jellies. And Tracy's put cheetah. And no, I'm not supposed to say that, Tracy. Sorry. I'll tell you afterwards. Aaron's put some bird. If you could sort of like narrow it down a bit. Neville's put peregrine falcon. Oh. And 50 Thunder's put peregrine falcon.
Well, so, I've got two guesses for that one. So.
Two guesses for that one. So we will be telling you.
We will do.
And have a little talk about it.
Yes, because there's a bit to say about it. Right,
Tracy's put a complex emoji.
Tracy should know it.
I think you're thinking of land animal, Tracy, not the fastest animal. It may not be on the land. I'm giving too many things away, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
I'm so naughty at this.
Yes. Right. So, should we get into one of the serious stories first?
Yes.
Right. So this is one that's local to me. A woman from Bentham has actually racially assaulted a police officer. So this is PC, don't they call him? A police officer. So this is Joanne Colquhoun. Sorry if I ever pronounced her name wrong. It's just obviously
it's a difficult name.
It is a difficult one. And when you're dyslexic, it really heightens it up. Called a police officer
PC Ickley. PC Ickley. Well, it's a difficult name.
Sorry, they both do have difficult names.
It's called PC Ickley.
I'll show you them. Sorry, it's just so that's the police officer's name, Icklak, and then that's the woman's name there. So she named him a racial name because of he said that. You want to say them?
Yeah. She called him an Asian. Beginning with B and 7 letters. I think you can all know what it is.
So she did that, which she saw with the police officer because the police officer, two of them, came to her house to arrest her husband. So so they came to the house to arrest her husband, and he basically started getting a bit angry and irate, and she decided to join in with him, and she's actually hit the police officer. She hit PC. Whirl, which probably sent him inside a bit of whirl, and hit him on the chin. And she also obviously called him the other one not really nice names, which the police officer inside a victim statement said that you, meaning as the woman in question, are nothing but a racist, and I will not let you hurt or hate you define me. And so, and then
I googled this afterwards, and the name is obviously quite unusual. Icklak, PC Icklak. So I googled it about it, and actually, when it comes up I'd be surprised if there were two of that name at North Yorkshire Police, because it is a very unusual name, isn't it? He's actually a sergeant, so I think that's the person that's written it as put him as a PC. He's actually a sergeant, so it's, you don't go around punching. I mean, you don't go around punching any of them, but I mean, you've got a sergeant.
But at the beginning,
you're in trouble, aren't you?
she first said that she was pleading not guilty, and then when it came to the actual trial day, she changed her mind and said that she did it.
Well, they'll have camcorders on.
Yeah, exactly.
Surely, and
I mean,
if you've got a sergeant coming round to your door.
I mean, sure, every police officer has a camera on them, don't they?
I think it's quite serious if you've got a sergeant, because usually, obviously, even like I've known with cases like sexual offences, that a PC goes and takes the initial statement, or a DC, detective, constable, goes and takes. So to have a sergeant going around is quite serious.
Yes, so obviously what he's done
serious, isn't it? It's extremely serious.
Yeah, it's serious too.
Not only the racial slur, but assaulting a police officer. They've got done, haven't they? I mean, it's so serious. But this was brought up about the pub down the road.
Yeah, so there's more to the story.
And it actually made national news, and that what they were doing was, it was Dougie Traynor and his wife, and they were serving alcohol without a licence. And this was everywhere, all this aggression and nastiness and everything.
Went on for about a year.
And it made the national news. And then it says in the national news, written down, it says neighbour Ian Colquhoun, which is obviously her husband, said many legitimate complaints were made and rejected Traynor's allegation of racism, but there's been prosecutions for it. I mean,
it's happened
many
times,
it was a horrible
isn't
thing.
it?
It was a horrible time. But then obviously this is how long it's taken to get to court, and this was this week in the local paper.
Yeah, because quite a lot happened with the pub, because of they basically came from afar.
Well, if you Google a punch bowl Low Bentham, it's made national news. And obviously, if you live in Bentham, you'd be fuming. Well, it was because house prices go down, because we were going out, weren't we? Speaking to people, and they were saying where you're from, because obviously Matilda interviews loads and loads of people, and they said, and they'd say that racism and all that trouble, wouldn't they? Because it was all going on the local Facebook page. So it's bad for the whole of the. I mean, it says that on the article. It says that it's bad for the community, which obviously it is, isn't it? But there you go. It's all come out that there's been a prosecution now. Yeah,
because how it started was the fact that the pub basically did sell beer without licence.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, there's loads of worse things that are going on in Bentham than that. Like at the end of the day, there is.
Yeah.
There's people attacking police officers,
which is naughty.
Yeah.
But it doesn't affect anybody apart from them, does
No.
it? And the council. And also, the only other people I could see would be annoyed about that, and I could understand if they joined in, would be other pubs. Because I think, hang on a minute.
But the thing is,
I'm paying my licence, so I could fully understand if another pub was going mad. But I can't understand what all the fracas was about. But there you go. At the end of the day,
because the thing is, it was like a lot of people
criminal prosecution.
But what they also did was the fact of, because obviously a lot of people, such as this woman and husband, having a go at this pub, and they actually blocked them, didn't they, off the local Facebook group, so they couldn't stand up for themselves as well.
It was. It's one of those things, isn't it? You just keep out of it, because it always ends in tears, and this is somebody with a criminal conviction,
and you don't know what their partner's criminal conviction is as well.
Any criminal conviction is bad, but not even for something, say, like two women having a fight or two men having a fight or something like that. You've got a racial conviction and assaulting a police officer, which nobody should be assaulted, but that is kind of worse, isn't it? Because they're out doing a duty, they're out doing a job, aren't they? Whereas if two people are having a fight, not that it's right, so it seemed very badly assaulting a police officer, isn't it?
Yeah, if you have a fight with somebody, chances are that they've done something wrong to you, so then you're like or they're trying to attack you, so you're fending for yourself. But a police officer just come in to
say it.
There's not a reason, is it? It could be any police officer, couldn't it?
But racial abuse in one and then hitting the other is not good, is it?
No.
And then, it's just stupidity, because you've got that on you. That's for life now.
I mean, you get more way of hitting somebody else.
And it just gives a really bad reputation to the area, which is just not good, is it? House prices and stuff like that. It's just not good, is it? But so that's Bentham in the news for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah. It does like to do that sometimes. Unless I'm in the news, actually. But sometimes they have to put
Well, I
my
hope
name.
you're never in the news.
No.
Racially
Sometimes
abusing anybody or punching them on the chin.
Sometimes they put where I'm from in the news, and I'm like, do you have to put that in the article? But, like,
oh God.
yeah. But, I mean, I'm glad to say the only article on me, but I mean, usually it tends to be good. I've never had a bad article, which is good. Yeah.
Well, you will do, because people
I
do
will,
it because of jealousy, but that is actual
I mean,
fact. If somebody said you,
yeah.
if somebody accused you of something racial, you could sue them, couldn't you? Because you haven't done, you're not a racist. You would never say to anybody you're an Asian beep word, and you would
We
never
wouldn't have
say.
need to, and from would you? It's just not necessary.
You wouldn't, because you haven't got a racial bone in your body. You've been brought up not to be racist. So is Billy. So you're not a racist. Full stop. And I just hope you never hit anybody on the chin.
Well, you just look at somebody as the human, don't you? If they don't, if the person's horrible, then that's fair enough. But not just you don't judge a book by its cover, do you?
No.
So,
no.
But anyway, right. So that's that story, and I don't know if you have any. Oh, what's that?
Nothing. No. You're on for your next one.
Oh, right, okay. Did you want to read it?
Oh, we need to do the one that we've asked the questions.
Oh yes,
comments.
we'll do that one next.
Yes. So. Do we get to?
This paper's actually.
Oh, Adrian, you're a star and you're going.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
I was going to read the comments before, but in case you were going.
Oh, thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you.
In case I forget, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. And
yes,
thank
Happy
you
New
so
Year.
much.
Happy New Year indeed. Happy New Year to you. Hope you look. I mean, have you got Happy New Year? A New Year's concert, or whatever. I don't know. Like I'm sure you will, because you do a lot of concerts. So yes.
Yeah, we're an absolute star, Adrian.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice of you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And have a wonderful gig and stay on as long as you can do.
Yes. You've got some interesting stories ahead of you.
So Tracy said cheetah, Devil said peregrine falcon, Aaron says a fish.
You need to be a bit more specific.
And Preston says a frog.
Well, let's be more specific, to be fair.
Adrian says been helping Macy move house the last 2 days and very tired.
Oh yes, well, moving house isn't easy, is it?
No, it's a horrible job. Tracy says, how was your turkey?
Very, very, very good. Is that outstanding? Very good.
They did well, Tracy, for 16
See, now the thing is, like a lot of people, I mean, everybody's different, but like, put stuff in and have to put all these herbs and everything on a turkey. Mother manages it just fine without having to do all that, don't you, love?
50 Thunderer says, I'm still saying peregrine falcon. He's not giving in, he's still saying peregrine falcon. Think they can dive through the air around 200 miles an hour. Aaron says, I got racially harassed when I was living in Germany once. I got racially harassed in Sainsbury's in Lancaster.
What was that?
Well, you'd gone shopping, which when we had Tammy, that's our dog, and I couldn't go in, and you were coming out and you wanted to, you had said you didn't have enough money or you wanted to get something, so you left your basket. I said, don't bring the basket out because you just got stuff in and you were obviously young, and you put the basket by the door. Do you not remember?
That's very small.
Yeah, you put the basket by the door.
And
as you came out,
I know I do think I do.
This black lady was walking out and she took your stuff and put it in a bag and walked out and stole it.
Yeah.
So I called the security guard and she went and he says, oh no, she hasn't got anything. I said, she's just stolen my daughter's stuff. She says, oh no, she hasn't. He says, have a look in your backpack. So she says, so she opened a backpack and she says, oh no. He says, there's nothing in it. I said, well, it must be in a partner's backpack because I have seen her take the stuff. I didn't see where it went because then there were the doors. So he says, do you mind if I have a look in your backpack? So he says, oh, they didn't want to. They didn't want to. Anyway, they opened it and it was Matilda's stuff was in his backpack. So then she started going, oh, you mean that backpack? like Blackadder. And I was going, well, it doesn't matter where it is. You've taken that out of my daughter's shopping trolley and stolen it and not paid for it. And she was going, oh, well, I didn't realise you meant that backpack. I said, it doesn't matter which backpack. Anyway, the security guard let her go and everything. And she comes round and after he's gone, she goes, yeah, effing white bitch. She was going, yeah, an effing white bitch. And all
Tell him, say the fact I stole this.
She was. And she's going, yeah, effing white bitch. So I got racially abused. You can be, anybody can get racially abused. So that's what she's doing because I was white. She said, and then she turned round to a person she was with and she goes, this is why I told you I didn't want to effing live in England. I'm thinking, hang on a minute.
It's really hard to steal.
Shoplifting. So I've been the.
Look, I just got
it was horrible, and it's horrible. Racist comments are horrible. So I can understand, Aaron. It's not a nice thing to get racially harassed at all because I've been at the end of it and it was horrible. And she didn't care that people were about us. Only stood outside with the dog.
Things, it's not even just with you, like, any colours as well. It's where you can be from or anything, can't it? You know,
it's race,
well.
isn't it? Racist. It's your race.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's yes, I understand, Aaron. It's horrible being racially abused, and it was horrible. Adrian says, seeing Macy on New Year's Eve.
Oh.
Shane says hello there.
Hello.
Adrian says, I'm up by you next Saturday at Leyland Gate, seeing Macy again. Gosh, she never stops, does she? She's a very busy lady. Tracy says, Tammy, and she was a lovely dog. Aaron says, so basically the kids followed me and threw pedals at me. Oh, that's not nice at all. Words are bad, and well, it's all bad, it's just horrible. Aaron says, and they harassed other Asian children as well. No, not good at all. 50 Thunder, on a serious note, that's a fantastic fluffy looking jumper you have. She's stolen mine. It's mine. Tell them.
Right, so for Christmas I got this necklace, right? And it's got little like flowers on it. It's very, very pretty and I'm very grateful for it. I also got this ring as well. This ring's just Primark. I got like loads of rings for £3.50. Very good deal, really. But this is good quality ring. I'm not saying that Primark isn't good quality, but I'm just saying that this was from somewhere like a small business. But this ring, and it has like a new thing which I never do. That's elastic, you see, so it can like go into different. That's elastic. It's good, but the only thing is I do worry about the fact it's going to break. But it's really good. So basically, I wanted something to try and attempt to match a jumper of some form. Obviously I wanted to be warm and I already had this on, so I thought, well, I thought that might work, so I did. I don't know if it actually does work. I don't think it's okay, but yes, that's why I've got the fluffy jumper on. But it's technically Mother's, yes, but you know, you weren't wearing it, so
I don't wear a lot of my clothes. I mean to say that I can go and nick them. That's the same to anybody, isn't it? Oh, like Billy going, why have you got my boots on? Well, you weren't wearing them. Is that not my coat, Mum? Well, you weren't wearing it. Are you in my pyjamas? What, Billy, honestly, seriously, were you wearing them? I don't think you can, that's part of an argument.
Yeah, worked it though.
Yeah, right, okay, if you're not wearing it, apparently it's Matilda's.
Right, anyway, back to the stories, shall we move on now? You can't dwell
well,
on
she's
the past.
losing.
Right, so this is the world's fastest animal.
Oh, let's see who got it right. I'm back on. I think it was definitely Neville and somebody else. Was it 50 Thunderer? Neville
Your child's in.
In where? Oh God, I've got to go. Yeah? All right, okay. Oh, you have a wonderful time as well. You have a wonderful time as well. Oh, do try. Bye. That was Bebby. Right, so it was Neville.
Neville got it right, well done.
50 Thunderer.
Well done.
I think there was somebody else. I'm sorry if there was somebody else. Comment
well
who it
done,
was,
though.
but I think there was, might have been.
So it was the, what's it called?
Peregrine Falcon.
Peregrine Falcon. And it's the world's fastest bird, animal, not just bird, animal. And it is the fastest, which was the fastest bird, the fastest everything, wasn't it? And this was spotted in South Craven. It's Craven, isn't it? And
I thought it was not Craven. Cumbria.
Oh, Cumbria. That just makes sense. It didn't look like they were Craven. Cumbria. And was spotted by a local photographer, Jeff Weeks. Is the word Weeks. In Ulverston.
And there's the picture that he took, which is rather superb.
Yes, he took 3 pictures actually. He did very well to show the fact how fast the bird is.
That's a good picture, isn't it?
Yeah, and the bird can travel, has the speed of 242 miles per hour. And I think somebody said 200, and you are close, you are 42 miles behind.
No, but they just say faster.
Oh, faster to be fair. Yeah, but to be fair, you're not going to remember everything in your life, so well done. You're close enough.
You got it right that it was the fastest bird, so that's all that matters. Well done.
Yeah, well actually,
Animal.
yes, that is better.
And fastest
Did he
bird.
actually get the full word right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you've done really well then.
He might not be dyslexic.
No, to be fair. Now, an adult cheetah can reach, I mean, you'd think that would be like a fast animal, but then again, obviously...
Fastest land animal.
It reaches 75 miles per hour. And then the golden eagle, which is, another bird, can fly up to 199 miles per hour, so it's only 43 miles behind. Do you know? And now the bird, a falcon, is unique as it has a very special design technique. What's all that word?
Diving technique called
Diving technique called the scoop. and which minimises its air like resistance and maximises its speed whilst basically plummeting down towards the prey. I watched a video of it getting what was it? Pigeon. It's quite tragic.
It was tragic for the pigeon.
Very tragic for the pigeon. It certainly went for the pigeon.
Andrew says, hello, it's Andrew, and he's from Leeds.
Oh, hello. Hello.
50 Thunder likes my fluffy jumper.
Oh, good.
Sia said, sorry if that's pronounced incorrectly, salam. Tracy says, I used to live in West Yorkshire, now in Ireland. And Tracy says, is Bebby been good? He's been all right for Bebby, Tracy. You know what he's like, up and down, but he's been all right.
All around.
he behaved himself at Christmas, didn't he? Yeah. He did. He got you a present. Neville says, watch them at Leighton Moss regularly. Great picture. Are they at Leighton Moss? Peregrine Falcons.
Must be.
Gary says, hello, see the £1 billion US lottery win. Oh, better Google that. Oh no, Neville says they nest at Wharton Crag. Oh, we'll have to have a look up there. And K89 Radio says Larry in Chicago. Hello?
Hello? Hello there, hello.
Right, I'm going to have to look at the £1 billion win.
Can I just tell this really funny story now?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to say what you can. Never mind, I won't tell that story then. I'm not allowed. That was a very funny story.
You poor baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, another jackpot surpasses 1 billion. Is this the new normal?
Why? What's happened?
Somebody's won $1 billion. $1 billion. It's still a lot of money, isn't it?
What's $1 billion? Will it still be like $1 billion here?
No, it's less, isn't it? But it's still a lot.
Well, they've got less, so it's less here.
They've got less.
Oh, so it'll be more than $1 billion.
No, $1 billion, so it won't be as many as £1 billion.
It'll be like $1 million.
No, a lot near.
$1 million?
No, don't
20 million.
Wait, it
99 million.
It fluctuates, doesn't it?
It's so confusing, is that, the fluctuating stuff. Why can't they just set the price?
Dollars in $1 billion. Their answer, yeah. Oh, no more. 1,257,199,980. More. Convert British pounds. How many dollars is $1 billion? $1 billion is simply 1 followed by 9 zeros. There you go. That's a lot of money. Why do you need that much money?
Hasn't he won it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suppose he's just won it, hasn't he? He's just put his name in there, doesn't
Yeah,
necessarily need it.
Do lots of wins.
I suppose he could do. I suppose so.
Tracy's seen them in both places.
Oh.
50 Thunder said Peregrine Falcons can be seen regularly around Bath as well. I think they're quite
common,
regular, aren't they?
Just a pigeon, really. Quite a common bird.
Neville says we need a funny story. I don't think we've got a funny story. Aaron says if I had $1 billion, I could become the next Elon Musk. You can't, because he's got lots of billions. How many billions?
I think you need quite a few billions.
I think it's worth a lot more than $1 billion.
Yeah.
How?
I think there's quite a few billionaires, and he's the most top ones, so I just think there's a few more. And you'd have to come up with a company and keep it. You'd have to invent something. You'd have to have a bit of, clever stuff with it.
Worth how many billions?
It depends. If you got it, you have to. If you had the money.
Oh my God! It's 486 billion. Elon Musk is the wealthiest person in the world with an estimated net worth of 486 billion US dollars as of December 2024, according to the Bloomberg Billionaires Index. Oh, and Forbes. That's just disgusting.
I suppose he's a guy who makes rockets.
Why is Musk so rich? While Musk is worth 455 billion, the majority of his wealth comes from ownership stakes in the companies he leads, including SpaceX and Tesla. To fund a 44 billion buyout of Twitter, which is now known as X, Musk had to sell portions of his Tesla stock. There you go. So you wouldn't with $1 billion, Aaron. You'd be nowhere there. You wouldn't even be touching the sides with him.
No, you probably wouldn't. Yeah.
He's worth a lot more than that.
I mean, just saying off Aaron's one, but just the fact of if you won it, you'd have to to knock the fact of you'd never get near him unless you invested it in the right places. But you have to invest a bit of it into places, wouldn't you?
Aaron says I could buy a photocopy and print more money. I don't think it's a season. It's like, so we have a photocopier. And if it was, we would have done that.
Yeah.
Neville says on paper only.
Although I tell you something that is interesting, right? We were inside the post office. I think we were posting our CDs actually. If you want to come and get my
just a quick plug there.
My new album, Sympathiser,
£7.99 from All Good Records, Stores.
There you go.
Namely HMV.
Like us.
With the best.
The best. Doing really well in there actually. Quite very surprised. Well, I mean, obviously good surprise, but like just going well.
Well, it's extremely hard for an unknown artist to sell CDs, isn't it? In a record shop. In a call it record shop. That's a bit old school, but anyway.
Yeah. But we were inside the post office basically. We were listening to a little conversation. We weren't listening to it. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, so apparently a lot of faulty 50p's on money, isn't it? Where it's actually fake, but the thing is, they're so realistic, you don't know.
You wouldn't think they'd be worth making, would you?
Well, I suppose you're making money.
No, but you would think you can understand like a pound because it's like a fiver because it's like paper, isn't it? But that you've got to get the actual metal, smelt it all down.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But apparently the only way you know the difference is if they drop it on the counter, it makes a certain noise, and apparently it's a big difference. They didn't have any examples, or they didn't show me any examples. But I don't know if it's just their specific counter.
So we're now dropping 50 pence.
We'd have to go down to the post office to try it. But she says, we can't go for every 50 pence and check them all. So I don't know if it is just 50 pences or not. But apparently a lot of 50 pences and money is faulty. Like not the the original stuff. I don't know if that's the same for notes, but she says I suppose notes have that scanny thing, don't they, where you can hold it. Does it still go to light where you hold it up to light?
Yeah, but if they're bringing a bag of money in,
that's
they
the thing.
can't
They
go
bring
through
a bag
every
of
50
money.
pence. They just couldn't do it.
No.
But you think there was something that could scan it by now with technology?
Well, not really, because they said the only thing is to hear the noise, but they can't drop every one. But as if a note's easier to scan, isn't it? So you just put it under, done. As if they drop a coin, for starters, they could drop the coin on the floor, then there's more time to pick it up, won't they? If it drops, then it's got to spin around for a second. They've got to try and pick it up. It's so much time, isn't it?
I use cash all the time. I never, as you know, use card when we're going out. And I sometimes use those machines where you put it in. Because Poundland, I went into Poundland the other day, and all these reports on the news, aren't they, saying stop using these self-service because it's putting people out of work. So I went into Poundland, stood there, nobody on the counters. So the woman came up and she's having to wait because obviously the machines beep the whole time. And I said, "Oh, can you serve me?" And she goes, "Oh," she says, "I'll have to go get somebody from upstairs. Can't use the machines." And I thought, well, at least I'm trying. So I did use the self-service. So I've never ever put a coin in and it's not agreed with it. And they do, because if you get accidentally, when we went to France and I mix up some coins and I accidentally put a euro in, it notices it straight away. So they obviously don't notice fake coins. Because if there were loads of them,
is it not there's certain sections where the coin fits in? I mean, I don't know how it works, but that's why I've looked into it.
It must scan it.
Yeah, but the thing is, do you think it actually, apart from obviously the person who's making the money is earning money, but letting them have a little bit of a life. But won't they actually I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but what I'm saying is the point is that aren't they doing the people that manufacture money a bit of a favour because they don't have to manufacture that money?
I don't think it quite works like that.
Don't know.
I don't think so.
Because they don't have to make all that stuff then, do they? Isn't it more bringing more money?
No, because if you just flooded the country with money, it wouldn't be worth anything.
But nobody notices new money, would they? Everybody just continue. Nobody noticed that there's new money.
Not if there was loads of money coming in, because then it's not. They're not earning it. Either the people that are making it are not actually earning it. Either they're just producing it. So it's like just getting a handful of money. You're not actually making it from anything, are you? And you're just firing it at something. Yeah, but right. So these people make. Oh gosh, this is going to be far too Neville.
This
is going to be far too technical for me.
And then they go into a shop and spend it, so then it's bringing money in. I'm not saying you should do it. Don't think I'm saying you should do it. Okay?
I don't think everybody's going to run out and start faking money just because you're talking.
No, because you have to work out to do it. But I mean, clearly.
So next week on MRW News, we will be showing you how to make your own money.
Yes. Now, what you do is, but you know
get this clay.
Now we only know how to make it out of clay. This is a slight downfall we have.
And here is a video of a few problems we had going out trying to buy stuff. This man got very aggressive. Don't go spend it in Low Bentham.
What are you like if you melted down the 10 pences and turned them into 50 pences, or would you need more 10 pences to make 50 pence? You can make like 30 pence on every 10
This
pence.
is what I mean. There's so much metal, isn't it? I can't see how it's making a big profit.
Yeah,
Why,
I'm just wondering.
why are they doing the 50 pences and not the fivers?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering. Yeah, but I suppose it might be hard to do it because the thing is that now they're all a plastic.
Unless they've
stuff,
worked
they're
out
a lot
nobody's
harder to do.
checking the coins.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She said it themselves, didn't they? Well, the thing is, would it not be? You get 10 pences. I bet that'd make a weight of 50 pence, and they're both of the same material, don't they?
I don't know. I don't
They
know.
look like
the
they
same
do.
composition. No, they might
Yeah,
be
but to
different.
be fair, he just said the drop the set. It did just a different drop, but look-wise, look is the thing.
Oh, colour-wise, yeah.
Yeah. So if you got 2 10 pences, melted them together, you get 50 pence, right?
Yeah.
So you just made 30 pence.
Yeah, but you've got to
I
melt
know,
it down,
yes,
haven't
at
you,
least the
make
melting
it?
down. Right, we'll say that's, you'll get it all done in one batch. So say that's 5 pence you get knocked off them for that making. Then you get 25 pence profit. You add all that together, it's a bit of profit, isn't it?
But you've got to get rid of it, haven't you?
Well, then you just go out shopping.
Yeah, but how much? If you're going to make a smelting thing and make it, you want to be spending more than a couple of £100 in Primark, don't you? And then if
Well,
you're
it saves you working.
going to buy a car or something, you come along and say, right, how much is the car? Can I have it for? 25,000, right? And you're there with a wheelbarrow. Excuse me, sir.
I'm
and he's
paying
there going,
50p.
£1, £1.50, I'll see you tomorrow when you counted it all.
I only do it for £1 or £2. Thing is, it's a different colour, isn't it? If you dye it. But then the thing is, you dye it, it'll get scratched, won't it? Because it's only plated. But then can you dye like the full metal?
I don't know. I think she's
She's
contemplating on starting
like,
this.
this is plated, but then why didn't they just dye the full gold? Anyway,
Right, 50 Thunder. Of all the billionaires in the world, I'm sure Matilda would agree that Taylor Swift is the greatest. Oh, you started one there, love.
well, she is very good. She is. Yes, I mean, yeah. I don't know many billionaires. That's the thing. I don't know.
You
many...
don't know her.
No, I don't know in person yet. But I know. I've done a lot. Yeah, I can't answer that one because I don't know all the billionaires. But
I don't know any billionaires.
She'll be on the list.
I don't know any billionaires. I don't think
I feel like we would know a billionaire though. No, we could know a billionaire.
Oh, this is what you say, Adrian. Listen to this. Matilda, have you heard Taylor Swift fans are losing it over the idea that the superstar may be collaborating with country legend Dolly Parton? Didn't you say she'd followed her on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, I did. Dolly Parton's just followed Taylor Swift on Instagram, which I thought was a bit pointless because Taylor Swift doesn't follow anybody. So if you know a celebrity, why do you follow a celebrity who's not going to follow you back?
Yeah, that's what Adrian says, collaborating. Thank you, Paul. Member for 1 month, level 1. Happy New Year. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you so much, Paul. Thank you.
Done.
Oh, woo. Thank you, Paul, Adrian. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for that, Paul. Very, very kind of you. Thank
And it's
you.
given an amazing £20.
Thank you.
So you're an absolute
Is it
superstar.
from-
Member and for 1 month and an amazing £20.
Thank you very, very much
You're
for
an
that, Paul.
absolute
Thank you.
superstar.
Got a video coming out tonight, Paul, for the members. If anybody doesn't know, membership is like part of this channel, but it's basically bit that everybody does pay a bit towards, and basically helps to run the channel, and also they get extra and stuff as well. As for example, a video tonight, and then we'll post loads of videos before Christmas, and there's loads of videos as well. And if you want, you can do requests as well. So Paul, if you have any ideas, and this goes out to the rest of the members as well, please do tell me.
Like one of them wanted a Christmas song, didn't they? And you learnt it.
Yes, I learned a Christmas song. And one of them wanted a Boxing Day walk. We did it just the day after Boxing Day.
But I got half of his request.
I was ill, okay, that's why. But they got half of it. So yes, and you can get requests and everything. So please do come member. And thank you, Paul, and thank you to all our Alpha members.
And thank you, William.
Oh, thank you, William. Yes.
He says, don't let all the money go to your head. It cannot buy happiness. It certainly can't, but you're an absolute superstar.
Thank you, but
it does, though, really help to make videos. Like
and
today, we can go off and do them.
It gives you happiness because we can do videos for you to watch. So I know money, yes, but I feel like it does help a bit because of happiness. Like, for example,
You wouldn't need $1 billion.
What?
You wouldn't need $1 billion, though, would you?
Yeah, but then again, it would bring happiness because if you had $1 billion, you're gonna give some to charity, aren't you? You're not.
If I couldn't sit on $1 billion.
No, you'd have. I mean, obviously, I keep it to myself because
we give to charity anyway.
Yes,
We don't mean like
exactly,
the Tactical Street Angels. We put money towards it.
If I had $1 billion, I'd just say, look, mate, here you go.
We've got hardly any money, so if you had $1 billion, you definitely would.
What I would do is, I thought about this.
Anyway, thank you, Paul, and thank you, William, and thank you, Adrian,
thank
you
you,
superstars.
all stars.
And thank you to all the other people who donate on different ways. Thank you so much.
Different ways, buy me coffee and stuff, and they do. So thank you so much. You are all absolute wonderful stars, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support you give. It's very, very, very much appreciated. Thank you.
And it keeps the channel going. So without it, we couldn't make the videos.
I think if I became a billionaire, I mean, obviously I'd have to assess the situation when it came to it. But you know, if I suddenly won it. But when you like do something like team up with Tactical Street Angels, and I get like a building, the thing is, billionaire I'd probably go within the time we're finished. And then I get like little like rooms together where they'd have something like a bed, you know, a cupboard, and maybe, you know, like a sink, and maybe a joint bathroom, and I'd just have it for the homeless. So then they come in, and I'd set it out right, so then people they can't just stay there. I have to have evidence the fact that they're getting back on their feet, and then they come and they stay in there. So it's like a bit like a house, but very small. But obviously, being homeless, that's fine, isn't it? Because you know, it's anything. I do like that, units.
I can't understand that with places like Sainsbury's and that, with all those massive car parks, and they worry themselves sick that somebody might park over 15 minutes, might, and then if you do, you get the abuse from all the private people that they have, the private firm, whatever they have, the parking place. They're so worried about it. But yeah, it's always loads and loads of space at the back. It's never full, it's Sainsbury's. Whatever, even when we went at Christmas, you could park quite near the door. You need to go in the back. Why don't they put like lockers up for the homeless?
Yeah.
So at the very least, even if they can't get a bed for the night, they can have a locker with a key, and they can put the stuff in, so they're not carrying it around all the time. I think that. And then they could have like 2 sets of clothes that they can go wash, and then they can put something in the locker, so they have dry stuff in the locker.
I don't see why.
Because most of the stuff they lose because they're carrying it around, or somebody else nicks it.
I just don't see why, like, big corporations like that don't put, or, you know, governments or whatever, don't put in a few more.
I might put it to Sainsbury's.
Yeah, well, you know, you can try it. Yeah, Sainsbury's.
So right, I'm going to say why, because they've got so much space, and they could just put some lockers on.
Well, like, for example, they have lockers for postage, don't they, for Amazon parcels?
Yeah, exactly, just one of them. Exactly. So they just had something where they could put something in.
It's not that big, it's not, you know, like for this room or even, you know,
and it also, it's like busking, isn't it? Some days you can go busking and have a really good day, and we've been busking and not got a penny, have we? Absolutely nothing. So it's all different. So they may have days where people are just firing food at them. And what do they do with it?
Yeah,
if they had a locker, they can put it in there and think, right, I've got this, and then the next day when I get nothing, if it's like a really wet day or a really bad day when nobody's out, I'll get absolutely nothing. I've got a little store now. And
what they could do is every homeless person could either so they go to a Sainsbury's, say, look, I'm homeless, you know, they go and actually speak to them, and then they give a key, and if they use the box, and if they see that the key doesn't get used for a month, then they'll have spare keys and just replace the key. So they have to use it within a month, which if you're homeless, you're going to use it within a month, aren't you? Yeah. So they'll just say...
They could have a combination.
Oh, that would make sense. That would make more sense.
They could just have a combination.
Yeah, that would work more. That would work better. Yeah. Yeah, that would work a lot better.
And technology today could work out whether it's getting used or not. So say somebody put some stuff in there, and then they lived in Lancaster, they were homeless in Lancaster, and they beggared after Manchester. Not 28 days. You could have a thing say, if this is not used after 28 days, your stuff's removed. Full stop. It's quite simple.
Yeah.
And nobody's going to break into it because there'll be nothing of any value great value in them. Well, they don't break into the lockers, do they?
No.
I think I
should
should
put parcels in it, which could have anything in it.
Yeah.
Yes, well, Sainsbury's.
Tracy says, I got a signed special edition for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
Adrian says, don't know if you've heard Prince William has set up a new charity to end homelessness.
Oh.
I have seen a little bit about it. Tracy says, a good idea, a locker, and then you can have clean clothes, etc. So, yeah.
Yeah. But back to Dolly Parton thing. I think they've done things before. I'm sure they've done shows before. I don't see why the Swifties would be mad, though. I don't know why, but, I mean, like, yeah, I mean... it is a bit strange that she has just started following her, but that's what it is, I suppose. Don't know.
And Neville says, if there is a will, there is a way. Homelessness could be ended tomorrow.
Yes. Right, Jeremy Clarkson time. So Jeremy Clarkson did an advent calendar, and I actually followed somebody who showed loads of advent calendars over before the festive period, really. And one of them was the advent calendar, and this is the front of the advent calendar. Now, you get a bottle of their drinks every day, and I think there's 6 different types. Now, I'm talking about the normal advent calendar. I don't know whether this stands for the same, but I'll explain that in a second. And the first day you get a beer, you get, what is it? It is beer, isn't it?
Isn't it from Hawkstone? He's got his Hawkstone booze. That's his own brand.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check.
And you get a glass, and you get a glass opener, like not you know, whatever it's called, you know, bottle opener. And then throughout you get 25 days, so it doesn't just go up 24, you get 25 days of a drink every single day. And then the last day, you get another glass, and you also get a hat, right? And I watched the person open it, and they worked it out. Now, this advent calendar cost £85. They worked it out, and I think there was something like £50 maybe you save, I think, if you bought all them items together. Now, I think that advent calendar might be the same thing. I think, if I'm right, I don't know fully. I think that might be the same one. What he's done is he's made, because you usually have dry January, and he says that January is a dreadful month, and because of you go for all this festive period, and then you suddenly stop and you go into, you know, like a winter month, and you have January where you have dry January, and it's all like boring and rubbish. That's what he says. So he's decided to make a January advent calendar, which is basically like a non-advent calendar, but it's an advent calendar. So it's advent calendar through January. So, I mean, for starters, what do you think about that? Do you think it's a good idea? Because I sort of feel like it is a good idea in the fact of, like, it is just a drop, isn't it, after Christmas? You know, you suddenly have this brilliant day. Boxing Day's good. And then, you know, you sort of have a bit of a drop, you know, a bit of celebration on New Year's. But then it's just like a drop, isn't it? So I suppose it would be good to have an advent calendar. Really would, actually. But, like, what do you think? I suppose dry January. I think I might be wrong on this part. So just, you know, either correct me or sorry to Tom Holland. But I think Tom Holland, he went on dry January and he just continued it after a month because he felt quite good with it, and he continued it, and then he came up to his birthday and thought, well, I'll continue a bit more until my birthday, and he felt really good afterwards, you know, stopping drinking and stuff. So is he like saying no to dry January? But like, what do you think to that? Now there's a bit about his pub.
I think he'll get backlash from it because
well, you know, you're encouraging people to drink.
Yeah, but he won't bother about that because that's good advertising. Yeah. He's past the stage of caring, isn't he? I watched a documentary on him. I can't remember what channel it was on about him. Controversial things he does. It was quite good at documentary.
But
let's say that.
What's happened is, you might have watched my video. I did actually go to Clarkson's farm, and we didn't go. We went in, but we walked out because we didn't take cash. And if anybody doesn't take cash, you know, we stand up. We don't go in. We don't pay for anything because of, you know. I mean, I don't care if you use cash. I don't care whatever. But I care if you don't have the option. If you don't have cash and so if you just have card or whatever, as long as you have both, that's fine because they're both a form of use. So you know, you can find to have cash, you can find to have contact, whatever you want, but as long as there's both, and he did not have both, so we walked out. And he's actually had a really big loss on because he has his farm and he also has.
From you walking out.
Well, yes, really, yes, actually, if you think about it, I'll get to that point.
If we'd have bought something, it'd have been fine.
Yes, and I am getting to that point.
We can't be the only people that don't go.
No. I'll get to that point. Because of he actually from his farm, the profit apparently he's made throughout the year is £150.
That's not good.
Which if we went there and he took cash, we would have used that, which
we'd have made £175.
He would have done. Because he might have made more because we probably would have got a drink that night, and then we could have even gone back and got a meal or whatever, wouldn't we?
Oh yeah, we'd have said go.
And we wouldn't have spent £150.
We've had quite a few thousand views on our video, so I think we've had about 6,000.
We would have gone back, and
so we'd have 6,000 saying how wonderful it was.
Yeah. We would have said how wonderful it was if he had the cash part. And then his Diddley Squat farm, which we also went to and walked out because they didn't have any cash. And also that's made a profit of £100, which is not a lot. Now he says the reasons why is because of if Starty has to pay £27,000. Is this per week?
A month.
A month on parking and is it security or just? Basically, so parking people, basically like security and stuff to stop people from, stop the council off his back. Did you find out further on that why he needs that?
Yeah, so I googled it, and apparently it's because there's so many people going there and having a nosy that they've got to have parking staff. But when we went, it was the actual day. Sorry, we went the first day, when we went back the second day. When we went the second day, it was actually his premiere of a grand tour, so it would have been busier than ever. There was one gentleman on the gate and there was another woman, wasn't there? And we parked outside purely because when we gone in before, the woman was horrible, wasn't she? She was really snotty, and we walked up to go to the pub and she was, excuse me, where are you going? I said, well, isn't it a pub? And so she said, yes. I said, well, we are going to the pub. And she goes, oh, like that. But the gentleman on the gate was really nice, wasn't he? And he goes, why are you parking outside? But we parked there because she'd had a go at us, didn't we? But there was loads of space. And apparently that's why he has to do it, because there's so many people come in, and this, it didn't make sense because it said, and it's in a rural area. Well, surely if it's in a rural area, which it isn't really, it's on the edge, isn't it? That'd be even less traffic, wouldn't it? Because you're not going into loads of traffic.
Yeah,
we came right off the roundabout.
Yeah.
And we just, to both times we went, we just drove straight in. There was it wasn't bad.
Because there's like I think there's like a burger morning thing, so we were going to go have a look at that. And see if they took cash and if they did, you know, have breakfast or whatever. But even though I think we had breakfast private anyway. So like have a look and see if they took cash and, you know, add to the video. And yeah, and I don't know what she was doing, but she
was really unwelcoming. Like she was one of those that, I think she'd seen Anderson Micra, and she was in like a brand new Range Rover, wasn't she? It's obviously something to do with media. Strutting round like she owned the place. He was really nice on the gate, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was really nice. Yeah. He was, I think he was like security or parking, but he was really nice to chat with him. 100 days of... So then, he also loses a lot of money. Is this say what specific amount of money he loses?
It says he uses 100, I can't understand this, £100 a day on fuel for the generator. Well, surely they're on the electrical system.
Yeah, but... Yeah.
Oh, I bet it's for that. Well, no, it can't because you still run an extension. That bit outside. I couldn't work that out. I couldn't find anything out about it. But apparently, £100 a day on fuel for the generator. Well, that must be a hell of a generator.
Oh, unless is it for diddly squat?
Well, no, it seemed to. I mean, it could have been badly written, but it did seem to be that it was said about the pub. But it might be for diddly squat because that's on the top. But that's still a hell of a lot of money.
And then the glasses one.
It's got to be a diesel generator. I mean, that is incredible. I don't know if you get away with red fuel for that because it's not agricultural, so you might have to use normal fuel. But anyway, it does seem a lot of money. Glass theft. Well, that's obvious because everybody's going to take. Well, not everybody. We didn't get a drink. Just say, excuse me, we don't want to buy one, but can we take the glass? Because people want to take it as a souvenir, don't they? They're going to do that.
Yeah, but how much is that though?
About £100
a day
on a busy day.
So £100 a day on a busy day he loses.
It's Sunday, I think he said.
Sunday
he loses about £100 worth of glasses because people just take them. But people do that anyway in a normal pub. Because they go last orders and then they have a bit of drinking and they go staggering out and they take a glass.
Yeah, but I suppose yeah, but that's not too bad because you're drunk by that point, so you made your money back. But like, you know, the ones that just going for one pint, isn't it? I think it's not what he's saying. Well,
that's easy, isn't it? But he doesn't take cash, does he? But if he took cash, he could say, right, you've got £1 extra for your glass and you get your return when you bring your glass back. But he doesn't, does he?
No. It's not necessary. The fact he doesn't need to take. It's not necessary, is it?
Billy did that when we went somewhere and they did that at a market, a show, and he was just going around and getting the glasses and sending them back. People just leave them. I can't remember which it was, years and years and years ago. And they were making fortunes, him and his friend, because they get you a certain amount if you took your glasses back.
Oh
so
yeah,
if he took cash.
No, I think there's like a game or something where they do that, yeah, and they do make back the money, yeah.
Billy's mate, I can't remember where it was, I remember that he did it. I think it was a horse show a horse event that I'd gone to.
Yeah.
But
and then the thing is, if they do that as well, you actually save money on people clearing up, because what people start doing is they think, oh, I make money back on, I'll get £1 if I send back the glass, so I'll go get everybody else's glass and bring it back, don't they?
So that covers that. So that's like, God, how's he a millionaire and I'm not? Seriously, Clarkson.
We sorted homelessness. We sorted Clarkson.
Yeah, we've sorted this out now.
And also I can sort out toilet super because he
needs to get a more economical generator, because we used to run our generator and obviously it'd be running more, but when we had the horses, that was a diesel one and it would never go through £100 a day. That is some fuel.
Unless he's just
rounding it up like on 20 quid. We'll call that 100, but that'll sound, let people feel really sorry for me being a multi-millionaire. I think it's worth 43 million. And £400 a week to provide warmth on a terrace. And why doesn't he use the generator then? Because that's only £100.
But terrace is outside, isn't it?
Yeah, but if you've got £100 a day or £400 a week, but then that's not running through the night. There's no way.
Yeah, but why is it? I mean, I suppose it's a luxury thing. If you've got a luxury pub, I suppose you might want a warm terrace outside.
But you don't get that through the summer.
No. I don't know, anyway.
And you could get just one of those little gas heaters.
Underfloor heating sort of thing.
Yeah, he could have done underfloor heating.
Yeah, but it's not what it is.
No, it's for when they go out for a cigarette, isn't it? That's what he's on about there. and £27,000 a month on parking and traffic marshals. That seems an awful lot. How can you pay £27,000 for people? There was only one person on when we went because the woman was with the media stuff. There was only one member of staff, so it kind of was a good job, isn't it? If you're getting £27,000 a month.
I can't remember.
Anyway. Right. Adrian's going to have a shower. He's probably gone by now. He's probably gone out.
Thank you, Adrian, for
next week's news by the time we finish. Aaron says it's Oxfordshire. People are like that over here. Louis says, hey. Neville says Clarkson himself said he wasn't charging enough for the food he serves. Going on about food, I've got 2 pictures of food. I'll just show people them and see if they think it's good.
Speaking of food, I'm starving.
How have you done your dinner?
Well, I'm so sorry.
Would you be impressed if you got that served at a restaurant? That one.
Comment below if you're impressed or not. I mean,
and then that one, and look at it close. That's a piece of brie sticking out there. It's just a lump of brie. I'll read the comments and I'll just say about it.
So, right, what
would you be?
Tracy's already ahead of yourself, saying I'm throwing up emoji.
Hey. Lewis says hey. I've still done that one. Sorry. Neville says he doesn't serve coffee because it's not British in origin. Tracy is going to take you out. Going to take you out to sort Blue out. Motorhead says nice, good information. Aaron says Clarkson's pub is a bit crap though. It's overcrowded unless you come late at night or early in the morning. Well, we drove past in the afternoon and it wasn't, was it? I don't know which. It's some days it must be, but we never saw it busy. It's just like a normal pub. You wouldn't have known any different, would you? And we weren't late. We were about 9:30 at night, and there was only a handful of people in, weren't there? And then we went the next day about lunchtime and about 3 o'clock, and it wasn't busy. Aaron says, I'm pretty sure I saw K-Lab when he was there. Tracy says, NY is connected to where I live in Ireland. William says, is James May and Clarkson too? I mean, superstar people want souvenirs. And Neville says, not impressed. Oh, with the food. And Tracy does a sick emoji. Well, I was looking for stories and then she wanted to do the Jeremy Clarkson one. But this came up as a pub and in Liverpool. No, sorry, not in Liverpool, in Ormskirk. It was in the Liverpool Echo. In Orton, in Ormskirk. And I can't remember the name of the pub because we didn't do the story, but I've screenshotted the pictures. And they were saying it was wonderful. And they said we went in and they talked all about the decor and everything. They said, and then we were served these fantastic meals. I thought, hang on a minute, no salad. The chips have just been piled and haven't even been like they've been thrown on. There's a bit of space on the plate, isn't there? And then it's just got a big lump of brie, a big lump of bacon. The fish looks like it's been just refried and refried, doesn't it? No salad, no lemon on the fish, nothing. And yet they were saying that was absolutely wonderful. They paid £70 odd. They did get drinks with that as well. But I thought, how can you put those out and say that's absolutely brilliant? I wouldn't. I mean, if I'd gone to like a cafe and it was like a £5, I'd just accept it. But I thought, and they're actually doing an article on how good that pub is. Anyway, that was that.
Salad, I don't see it. You know what I mean? Obviously, everybody's, do what food you like. But I mean, I love salad.
Yeah, but you would think you'd be on.
Yeah, but I mean, if I got that served, I'd want a salad with it.
Yeah, and they can't turn around and say, oh, we don't want a salad because they're actually reviewing it, aren't they? So that would be unfair on the actual place. So it has to come as it would come.
And if you're reviewing places, chances are you're going to like salad.
God, it looked awful.
I
think that looked disgusting. I'd be really sick if I'd gone out and paid 70 odd quid. And I got that thrown in front of me. Paul says, chips are hiding under the fish, scared to show themselves. It does look horrible. But the burger, the chips on it, they've just thrown them to the side, haven't they?
They're both different types of chips, aren't they? The other one's like skinny fries and then the other one's like big chips, aren't they?
Look at that.
They look very salted.
They haven't placed them nicely, have they? I can't see it there. They've just thrown them on the side, so the left side of the plate is bare. So it just looks like it hasn't been cared for. And the mushy peas are all sloppy. I don't like mushy peas, but they're all sloppy at one side.
I must admit, I mean, I can't even look.
It's disgusting.
The fish, looks acceptable.
Yeah, but it doesn't really, does it? It'd be alright if I served it to you, but if you're going out for a meal, you want something that's that they'll cook better than you. That they're supposed to be experts, aren't they? If you're
Yeah.
going out for a meal.
Well, chips and the fish I can accept. The mushy peas.
I don't like mushy peas, but
It just
surely
looks
the
a bit like
consistency is supposed to be the same all the way through.
There.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the same
Just
consistency.
the mushy peas, and then the.
So how can you rate what? How bad would it have to be to not rave about
really
it?
On the sandwich, and I don't.
Just a big thick
Personally, I don't like that bread, that type of sweet sort of bread. I want a proper good bread bun, and then the bacon and stuff. I don't know what that is. And the chips look very heavily salted. The chips don't look too bad, but the thing is, they just look.
Because they haven't been placed nicely.
They just sort of look like
rave about them.
not common chip. Like I've seen those chips many times.
They're just bought ones, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not even placed nicely. But so what would they need for it to be a bad meal? If they think that is wonderful, they were raving about it.
And the knife is really, you can see how dry the bacon is by the knife stuck in it. Because if you can see the way it's not, it's not folded right,
So all in all, I thought it was rank, but I didn't run the story, although Matilda's made the story now, because she wanted to do Clarkson.
Right, and I'm just going to quickly say, as this is our last news story and show of the year, Adrian's still on. I won't be going there. Oh, Adrian's still on. So.
Oh, why are you not going, Adrian?
Oh, this is leggy. So as it is the end of the year, I just quickly say
we've got about 5 left.
Yes, don't forget to get our advent calendar. I know a lot of you already got it, but you need an advent calendar for a year. And I know you might think, well, I've got a diary, or you might think, I haven't got an advent calendar, but it's good to have on the wall because, like, for example, we were in somebody's house the other day, as you do, which is obviously, your people's house, and they had a really good calendar on the wall. But
was it one of yours?
What?
Was it one of yours?
Yeah, it was close enough. And it was really good, but basically, I mean, you know what day it was, you can look at it, and also, the thing is, it's a decoration piece as well, because, you've got the pictures on it, like, look at it, I mean, what's our first day of the month? What is our first day? So I have gone a bit festive for the first day of the month, not fully festive, but we got a bit of snow on there, so that's the beginning of your month, and then, like, for example, we got a bit of a steam train on there, and loads of different ones, March, like, for example, we got a bit of, like, for April's, showers, just loads of different types of ones, and these are on Bandcamp now. Are you going to put the link in below?
I've got a bundle on eBay.
Oh yes, there's a bundle.
That's going soon, and it's $9.95.
So the video I did yesterday, I took at there where we saw the otter. That was a photo I took.
If people can have a look, it's linked to eBay bundle, and it's got 2 CDs on and a calendar, and it's at £9.95 at the moment. So that's an absolute bargain.
That is absolutely bargain because on my CD costs.
Oh, and Neville's just said, I've just put it on, and Neville's put your eBay item and soon plug it. Yeah, it does.
So you get a calendar, which your calendars cost
$9.95, but this is 2 CDs and,
so
a different calendar. Yeah. There's only 5 of the other calendars.
So what you get is you get
A5 calendar.
So you get this calendar, which is £9.99. You get a limited edition calendar, which is only that A4 calendar, which was 5 of those made.
Yeah, 5 A5 calendars.
5 A4 calendars made.
A5.
5. You get which has different pictures.
Yeah.
Or different pictures. You get my
I think some of the same.
Some of the same, different mixture. You get my news album, which also is a limited edition thing because there's only 100 made with the accident copy. And because of basically the disc, the CD itself, the disc inside of this was made inside the wrong order by accident. So basically that means Bin Man is number 9 and Matilda is number 8 and Valerie is number 7, so it was an accident make, which means there's only 100 of these printed, so it's a special one, and this is a CD you get. It's got 10 amazing tracks on it. Because of this disc will be different to everything else. The pictures will be all the same, but this disc will be the thing that's different to everybody else's. And once in after we sort those 100. It's got the drummer from Simply Red on it, it's got saxophone on songs, it's got banjo, it's got ukulele, it's got piano, it's got drums, it's got guitar, it's got electric guitar, it's got some special guitars which I don't know the name of, it's got loads of different types of maracas. It's got like this one's like a bit of a country song, we've got this one's very poppy, this one's just, I don't know what you call it, sympathiser.
Very good.
Very good, I call it.
My favourite.
Yes, we've got a Christmas song, loads of mixture songs on there. We've got Bin Man, song about Bin Men, it's a very good one. And also you also get my first album, Always the Outcast as well. So you're getting a very, very unbelievably good deal there because you're getting, this costs £7.99. How much was my original? I'm not good with prices.
The original, isn't it $5.99?
$5.99. So we got £5.99. and £7.99, £9.99, and then you're getting one that's only 5 made of the A4 calendars, which would be sold about, I don't know how much if we actually sold them. Don't know how much they go. So,
yeah, ends in 15 minutes.
It ends in 15 minutes.
It ends in 15 minutes.
Ends in 15 minutes. God, you gotta go get it now if you want it. So that's your last chance to get one of those calendars.
You get the A5 calendar, first CD and second CD, and it's at £9.95. It's an absolute bargain.
If you want something signed, I will be willing to sign something. So you can, if you want it signed.
15 minutes it is.
So look, I mean, that is a real good bargain if you want anything.
And if you don't want it, can you just look at it because it registers it to eBay that's been interesting and more chance of it sending it out to people.
Yes.
Because if you put something on and you don't share it, nobody views it. Well, at first they didn't, and now you get about 7 or 10. So it's obvious that eBay think, oh, there's a lot of interest on this, and they send it to people.
Throw it to some people.
Yeah.
We sold our banana, which we made £31 for, and I was inside TK Maxx with my friend, and we were shopping because of that's. We love to do that, so we do a lot of it. And I came across this thing. I was just talking to her, and I was like, "Oh, I just sold you know that famous thing that happened where they had to banana." And I purposely talked really loud because there was a lady shopping as well, and I wanted to get it in there. So, and I saw this. I mean, it's just a picture, and it just says this is art, and it shows the banana taped to wall. And I did my own, and we made £31 on it, which was absolutely wonderful. And I know you're supporting my channel, and I really appreciate it. And this is just a picture, and it's £14.99 TK Maxx. And I'll tell you something else about TK Maxx in a second as well. So that was a picture, and I was telling her, I was like, oh, £31. I was like, yeah. So I was very happy with that.
When we were the person that bought it was picking it up, weren't they, from Lancaster, and we were busking, weren't we? Or you were performing, weren't you? So we had the trolley, we have that pull along trolley, you'll have seen it on videos, and we had all the stuff carrying, and we had her board, and we just had loads and loads of stuff, and we got to the stairs at the bottom going into the centre, and we says, oh my God, are we going to go up the stairs? And the cleaner comes along, and he's always really nice, isn't he? And he says, there is a lift, we just forgotten, because we were rushing, and I said, oh, go to get the lift. So he says, I tell you what, I can give you a lift up if you want. So I said, oh, if you could. So we lifted it all up, and I've got the banana sign. And I got to the top, and I said, oh my God, the banana's gone. Where's the banana? And there was just the tape hanging off. And I turned around, and the other man was with one of those shovels and brushes, you know, you don't have to bend it down, lift it up. And he's going for the bananas. Leave the banana alone. And you went racing down, didn't you? He says, oh, did he want it? And then you had to explain to him, didn't you, why the banana was so special.
So I had to get the banana. So get yourself
oh, what a nightmare.
Yeah.
Adrian says he's going to see Macy in about 10 minutes.
Oh, not long.
And Neville had already said about the plug-in it, and I just did the minute he said it. Adrian says he's only 113 days to Easter. Tracy says can't wait for a calendar. Neville says, do you still have the small calendars for sale? That's the first one we've put on. There's 5 of them. They were like a specimen one. They're nothing like as good a quality as the other ones, but there's only going to ever be 5 of them. So they're going to be obviously.
Well, I have to
go up in value.
I don't know.
But they're not as nice as those, Neville, but they are all right. They're fine. Tracy says, I hope my calendar is signed. Ooh. Adrian says, I'm watching the bid. Good. And Neville says the worms enjoyed that. Did you sign it, Matilda? Did you sign Tracy's?
Did we send?
Yeah.
We sent one, didn't we?
I think so. I can't remember. I've got many
I
orders.
did so many orders on one day.
It was absolutely manic.
I think
Oh dear, Tracy. It's not looking good, love.
I can't remember. I honestly can't remember anything right now. My mother asked me to go get some washing up liquid from upstairs, came back down with some washing instead.
Ends in 11 minutes.
Ends in 11 minutes. It ends in 11 minutes. You have to go get yourself this bundle. You want me to show it on the picture? You have to go get yourself
the link.
On the link's on there, but look at the bundle you get. Where do you get that from?
Sorry?
You get that?
No, it's the.
Oh, you
it's
don't
all
get.
the
Right, so you don't
That's
get.
what I kept saying.
Oh,
It's
right,
a different one.
So you don't get this calendar.
A4.
So if you want this calendar, you have to order it separately. But you'll make your money back anyway. The money saved on there. But the A4 one you get, you see, that's the special thing because of that's obviously a rare thing which you won't get. And you obviously get this CD and another album as well. So you get 19 tracks altogether, all obviously wonderful tracks. And you don't get this one. So if you want this calendar, you have to order it separately because this will be going soon. Because obviously it's 2025. It's your last chance to get it. And we're not long off now until 2025.
So yeah, so they've obviously got a shelf life on them, haven't they? So we've got 5. I think we've got 5 left now. So they've gone well, but we've got another 5 to go.
So please do get this calendar, and please do also do the eBay one as well. You can get special calendar and 2 CDs, and it's just like a bargain. The amount you're getting, like, you know, for that price, you know, you just get, you know, one thing. So it's like you might as well get all of them. So right, I think we're done already.
Yeah, thank you so much for the super.
Thank you
Thanks
so much
for the member for 1 month. Thanks, William.
Thank you all of you. Thank you, William.
Adrian,
thank you, everybody.
and everybody else that helps out with the channel.
Yes,
which is absolutely brilliant. So thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed watching this, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's as well.
And I'll try and get the members video on for tonight.
Yes, there's a members video going on tonight, and also members, if you have any requests you want, any ideas, honestly, I can't think of anything at the moment. I mean, I do have ideas, but like, you know, please think of it for me because of, you know, then if you're thinking of it, you know, you're gonna like it. So, you know, think of it.
Got to go. So have a great night, Adrian.
Yes, everybody have a great night, and please do send in your requests, and thank you very much for this, and I'll see you all next week. I don't know what day in the news will be on next week. Actually, I think I might do. It might possibly be on Sunday, I think, possibly, but I can do some form of announcement. I think it might be on Sunday next week. But thank you so much for watching this, and I'll see you all later. Have a wonderful night. Bye!